Hi, welcome back to the lab. This is the MQTT lab. This is part 3 of the lab. So what do we do over here? So first of all, we come back with our broker, subscriber, and publisher. So what are we going to do today? First thing is we're going to have your document. So your broker, first of all, we want to do the dynamic user, okay, for this so-called this part of the video. Okay, this is the first part of this whole entire thing. So we previously, what we do was we able to create one user. Now we're gonna create more than a user, okay? Because when you publish and subscribe, typically it's more than one user. So how to do this? We need to do this. We need to create a user, right? Copy at the broker, paste. Can just create a user. Password is password. Okay, and then we need to change the rights, right? So the next two things is to change the rights for the user, then followed by this. Okay, so this is the new file for creating users. So after that, we want to add in users. So this is how we add in a user, create user. So all the user password is password. So just do this. Okay. Then there's user 1. To ask you the password, so you just key in password. Okay. Then you can create user 2. Okay, then user 3. User 4. Okay, so we create 4 users. Okay, that's just a sample. Next thing is we need to create this particular file, right? Right click, paste. Okay, we're going to create this file. Then we're going to copy this and paste it in. So this is how it look like. Okay, after that you're going to save, Control O, Control X, save the file, right? So there's a dynamic user. Okay, and after that, what we're going to do, we see what are the process inside there. Are there existing process? Should have previously, right? And then we're going to kill all the unnecessary process inside there. Okay, so we're going to, the one that's running is this one, right? 1579. So sudo q 1579. Okay, so next thing, we're going to run the newly created dynamic user. Okay, something is mosquito minus b minus c something, mosquito something. So just kill that particular process and run a new one, right? So now it's a 1774. After that, we're going to go to the subscriber. Probably you have nothing inside there, so never mind about that. So we just run the program with the new user. Okay, this is the one. So just run this with user 1, right? Previously, you probably have a user or something like that, which is my password, something like that. Okay, it will say the authentication is no longer there, it cannot connect. Okay, and then you go to the publisher, and with that, you should be able to publish the data. Okay, and come back here and take a look. Sent by user 1. So this is fine. This is good. Okay, you can see user 1 can connect. Okay. If you want to delete, you just add a -d here, somewhere in between here for user 1 or whatever. Okay, so that's how to delete the user. So that's great for adding and deleting of more than one user. So you saw that there's a user 1, user 2, and also not. So next part is we're going to do access control, right? That's also a very important thing in terms of security. Okay, so let's go to the broker VM, right? And then we're going to add in new things, right? So we're going to go and create a thing called mosquito ACL under this directory. Okay, so we're going to do this. Clear screen first. A lot of things inside the screen. So right click, paste, right? And then want to add in the change the rights for the file. Okay. Followed by the modification of ACL. Okay. Do note that this is different from this file. Okay. These two things are the same, but then you need to add in. Okay. You need to add the ACL, the actual ACL. So this is not the same as the configuration file. This is an ACL file, right? So what you're going to have inside there, okay? Typically when you create the access control list, you need to remember there is a few things that you need to do. Number one, you need to be able to separate between publisher and subscriber. So at the end of the day, it's a lot clearer picture for you, right? So let's say we have a publisher. So we have a user 1 and user 2, right? We created the user earlier on, right? User 1 and user 2. So user 1 can write anything. User 2 can only write to a particular topic. Later you'll see why. So at the end of the day, you can try out. Okay, so you have normally we don't have some user that can write everything. We can write to some topic only. That's a better way to doing it. But then in order for the testing wise to pick out and then be able to try anything out there, so we created a user 1 that can write everything. Okay. Next thing is a subscriber. User 1 can read everything and user 2 can only read a particular topic. So that helps to do some differentiation, right? It doesn't matter what topic it is, but at the end of the day, you want to be able to differentiate certain things that can read everything, and then some things can do some restriction. Of course, then we have the deny user, right, over here. That end of the day, you're going to totally blacklist this user. End of the day, cannot read and write anything. Okay, that's called the deny of user. Okay, and then if you want to go to specific topic only, a user can only deny a certain topic. We can do it like that. So you can read everything, and then end of the day, the part is so you can read everything else except this one. This one is going to cover up the secret for this thing. Okay, so the static version allows you to do this kind of very fine detail in terms of access control. So this is a quick explanation of the access ACL. So after you finish all this part, and then you can just save, Control O, enter, Control X. Okay, then you need to go back to the configuration file. So we need to do the configuration file. Okay, go back to change the configuration file. Now create a new configuration file. Right, this is the configuration file. So just now I forgot to mention the password, right? Just now. This is the line that actually makes the difference, right? We replace the password file instead of a text file. They go to here, this particular one that actually it's more specific. Because earlier on, what we had was before that is this, right? It's a text file, right? So now we go to it's the same. It's just that the exact directory, but we name it that particular way. So at the end of the day, it's a lot more specific, so that you can do what you call it, use the password command, or else if you just a text file, you can't use the password command at the end of the day. Okay, so there's not a lot of difference. The key differences here is the ACLs, right? This is the ACL file, so you need at this line at this particular position for the ACL file. Okay, so which is just on that thing, right? So but at the end of the day, you need to come back to the configuration file to make all the changes. Okay, so that's all for explanation for this portion, right? And then so we need to Control O, save, Control X. We're gonna kill whatever process earlier on. So we're gonna run this search for process, right? Because if some mosquito running in the background, we need to reset the thing. So this is the thing. So where is this thing? 1774. So we're gonna sudo kill 1774. Okay, so we're gonna remove that, and we're gonna run this static ACL program. Okay. Okay, so this is a static ACL. Okay, how do you confirm? Because this one is this thing, right? So let's take a look at the using netstat. Okay, minus TULMP tells you what are running. Okay, this is the one that's running, And then if you run back the thing again, yeah, you can see that static ACL. Okay, so that's good. So next, what we're gonna do next, we are going to try with some of the subscribe and publishing portion, right? So if you go to the subscriber, right? Yeah, halfway through, so we are still have user one inside there, right? So it's okay, but then wait, just a minute, let me shift the thing. Okay, so that you can see the thing. So we're going to do a plus minus. We're going to be, because you're able to see everything. So just now that one is just not everything, right? So we're going to use user one and be able to read everything, right? Use a wildcard. So there's a 100% wildcard for reading everything for the ACL. Okay, so read everything, read all. So that this one, gonna run again, right? Because Control C first, so we'll be able to use wildcard. Wildcard is a plus with the hex sign. Okay, that's allowing me to use one. And okay, good. In the condition. Next, we're going to do publisher, right? Publisher are gonna send by user one. Can we do that? Right. Okay. Unknown. The topic is unknown. So does it receive? Yes, it can accept unknown topic and send by user one. Okay. So then we are going to do user two. Okay. User two. Unknown. If you remember, let's go back to the particular file again. Where's that file? Let's go back and see this particular file, right? This is the second one. So user 2 can only write to this thing, right? Cisco says IoT. Okay, that's what this portion is. So let's go and cat /etc/ mosquito underscore ACL. Okay, so this one, so they can see. Okay, can only write to this. So let's do user 2, right? Scroll down to where the thing is. There's user 2. Okay, there's a user 2. Yeah, write some. So we try out with unknown. The topic is unknown, right? Try to send something that is unknown. Okay. It says he sent, but then do you receive? No. You see, you don't see user 2, right? So that's the thing. So it cannot send unknown because of the access control list, because it says only can send the normal one, which is Cisco IoT. So we'll try the normal Cisco IoT thing then, right? So we just do Cisco IoT. Go back to here, publisher. Enter. Do we receive it? See, can receive, right? See, cannot do unknown. User 2 cannot do unknown, right? So that's the impact of the ACL, right? So it gives you a lot of granularity in terms of control. Next, can we do the next part? So we're going to Control C first. Read some, right? Yeah, user 2, right? Just not, this is still user 1. This is user 1. See, user 1. I'm still in user 1. That's why I put this long screen, right? So user 1 can read and write everything, right? Just to show you again, right? User 1 can write anything, can read everything, right? Can read everything, read and write everything. So now we're going to go into user 2, okay, as a subscriber. Let's Control C. So I'm going to use user 2 as a, okay, over here. Change it to user 2, which is exactly the same as here, whatever here, okay. Then you try to read everything, right? So enter. It can connect. It can connect, okay? So, but then end of the day, let's take a look at exactly what happened. So let's try to run send everything, right? This is a subscribe, and then we're going to use user 1, and we're going to send everything, and user 2 send everything, right? So this is what we're going to do next. So user 1 send everything through unknown. Okay, let's clear this screen first. So now we are totally, subscriber is a user 2 now. Okay, subscriber is user 2 now. Okay, now send. Can we see user 1? Nope. Can we see user 2? Let's do user 2. User 2. Unknown, topic is unknown. 2. Send. Okay. Do we have anything here? Nope. Which is good, So you only can read some here. User 2 can only read this thing. Okay? So that's a subscriber portion, right? Just now was here. This one is here. Okay? Okay? End of the day, remember, one side is on the publisher side, one side is the subscriber side. So this is this 4 thing. So we are coming to the last part. So you only can read this. So whether if it's 1 or 2, but then we use a Cisco IoT, you should be able to go through. So let's do this. Right? Let's use 2 first. Right? 2 with this. Okay? Press enter. You see user 2? Aha, see? Then let's do 1. Right, just to prove that whatever user is there 1, and then followed by 1. Enter. Do I see user 1 here? Yes, very good. Right, correct. So that's a very fine control. Okay, next thing is you want to have a user tree. So there's a user tree inside there. Just now there's a user tree somewhere inside here, right? In the configuration. So user tree is deny anything. Everything also cannot read and write. Okay. So just do a quick one for user tree, right? So user tree. Okay. Because this is user tree. So no matter what you do, so this is user 2 finished already. So let's cancel. Let's clear screen first. Let's go to user tree. Subscriber as a user tree already. Third user. Okay, cannot anything so we can just try with the one that is a specific topic. Okay, you see user 1 here, nothing, right? Specific user you already cannot. Don't talk about the unknown one. Let's move into the unknown one, right? Unknown. Okay, the unknown. Okay, press. Do you see anything? Nothing. Okay, so that's proof that for the basically user tree, everything also cannot, right? So that is the part on the user tree. You deny everything end of the day, right? So yeah. Okay. So where is the portion? Last part is the user 4. User 4 is, remember, it allows you to do what you call it, sum, right? Sum. Okay, sum of the thing. So we go to user 4. Okay, user 4. This is user 4 here. Blacklist sum. Okay, so everything else also unknown, all can. Okay, unknown can. But then if you put in a specific one, let's say it's the Cisco IoT new or Cisco IoT user, then cannot. So this user 4. Okay. So the first thing is we're going to do the publisher, right? This is, what's this? This is Cisco, right? Cannot, right? Direct cannot, right? So let's go to here. Let's clear screen. So I'm using user 2. User 1, user 2 doesn't matter, right? Send, right? Do I see user 2 there? Nope. Change to user 1. User 1 is supposed to be everything also can one, right? Remember? Okay. I see user 1 there. You see, this is because of the topic, right? The topic is Cisco IoT something. Okay? I purposely change to the new so it can be anything okay? So you don't receive anything. But once you take a look I just change this come back to here, change to unknown. Okay, I like to use unknown now because different color line of the day. Just press enter. Take a look here. User 1. See? Right? So of course user 2, the more restricted one, obviously can lah. Then you just put the change to 2. Change to 2. Okay? And press enter. Let's go and take a look. Okay? User 2 can user 2 do that or not? User 2 can send or not? You cannot send an unknown. Okay? So user 1 can send unknown, user 2 cannot send unknown. Remember? User 2 only can send this thing. Okay? So that is the very specific portion on the what you call it, the blacklist. Okay? So next thing, so we finish 6 already. Where's my mouse? Okay, we're going to do 7, which is here. This is 7. So what is the difference between this new thing again? So what is this? This is a dynamic system. So when I need to change, when I need to change all just now this ACL thing, right? This particular file, I need to do a reboot. Basically, I cannot on the fly say I want to add an ACL, I want to add a new user. Okay, if I need to add a new user, sorry, you have to do a reboot. Okay, same as just now the dynamic user. That one also need a reboot. Okay, but I don't want to reboot. Example, okay, so for version 2 of Mosquito allows you to do a lot of things. So it's a dynamic system, right? So it allows you to configure the ACL and the user at the same time. That's why this is one whole package under MQTT part 3. So how to go about it? So let's clear screen first. Clear screen. Let me clear screen for all them. Control C first. Clear screen. And then last but not least, clear screen. Okay, so that's a good thing to start with. Let's go back to broker first. Okay, so what do? We need to have this thing called Mosquito CTL connection, right? So we're gonna create an admin account. So this thing, another one wonderful thing about this thing, it allows you to have a separate machine altogether for control. But first of all, you need to set up the admin first, administrator on the local machine. Then you can remote in. Okay, so the password is password. Okay, so let's create an admin account. Okay, I previously already created one. So I need to remove the existing one. So if previously you have one, so I have to remove the existing one. Sudo rm/var/lib/mosquito. I purposely do this so that I can see if you previously have one. Then I'm going to recreate again. Okay, password is password. Password is password. So it creates a file called under Mosquito var lib Mosquito dynamic JSON. Okay, so it's a big file. So can we go and take a look at the file? cat/var lib Mosquito dynamic. Okay, so let me do a sudo because of rights. Okay, and then you can take a look at the file. Okay, so it created a dynamic file that allows you to do all kinds of things as well, username, password, and whatever. Okay, so it's a lot more comprehensive way of dynamic security and all day and account. Okay, so let's clear screen first. Okay, so next, obviously the file need to change to all the owner and whatever. Okay, default so that it's easier. Okay, so we're going to change the owner, right? So they will work properly. Okay, and the rights. Okay. Next, I'm going to. So after that, you need to go in and add in this the additional thing, right? Because instead of just now the ACL and password file, let's take a look at the new configuration file. Right, create this configuration file. Right, then you have copy and paste. Now, previously, what you're going to have is let's take a look at the previous one here. Let's comparison. This is the old one. This is the new one. Right, the front view thing is the same until anonymous is false is still the same. The you need to add in this thing called positioning setting false in order to get it working. So doesn't really matter. You just need to throw it inside here. Can really. Then socket IPv4 is the same, all the keys are the same. Then you need to add in these 2 lines. Okay, this is the 2 additional line because you need to have the plugin, right? This is the program that run the dynamic thing that actually, because so that you're not just a file, but then there is a program. So this is a library, okay, that actually run as a program at the back end of the scene. So it comes in together. So there's a plugin configuration file. So that's just not the file, right? So you have to specify this particular file because remember just now it dynamically automatically create this particular file. Okay, so this is what is the difference. You basically remove the if you remember, you remove the ACL. The ACL no longer there. You see this line is no longer there, right? Then the password file is no longer there. Okay, these 2 things is gone. Okay, we must remove. Okay, or else this thing won't work properly. So Control X. Okay, Control O, enter, Control X. Okay, so the file is done. Let's shift back to the thing properly. Give me a minute. Okay, so same thing. After that, right? After the file, you need to run this particular file. Base, right? Figure out what the previous one is. So this is the previous, the ACL one. So you're gonna kill this process. Set 17 sudo kill 1789. Okay, 98. Sorry. Okay, enter. So I'm gonna kill it, and I'm gonna run it. The new one. So it's this guy. So copy and paste. Okay, run. Okay, so that's a new one, right? So I mean, end of the day, you can check lah, right? So it's running. Yes, dynamic system. Okay, it's a dynamic system. So dynamic system allows you to use a program. Okay, the same thing lah. Just now was a mosquito control. So dynamic control now you can remote login using username and password. But then you need to specify you need to specify the certificate that you have. So you need to be done it here lah. And you need to, first thing is we want to do all this control. For the first thing is you want to have a whitelisting, right? So far there is no blacklisting, not like just now that one, the very fine one, right? Towards the end, the user 4, right? That thing somehow or rather I can't get it working at this point in time. Okay, I tried many times really, I couldn't get it working. Okay, somehow or rather. But then for whitelisting it is possible, just the normal one. So let's just do the normal one. So we're going to create this one, right? You first of all need to create a row, right? Allow IoT. Okay, that's the one that's the same as user 2, right? Okay, but then we need to do a lot more than that lah. So we're going to create allow to publish. Okay, allow to subscribe for that particular ACL. Okay, so that's how it's been done. Paste, right? The ACL, the role name is called allow ACL. So it's like security group. Okay, this is like security group end of the day. So they call it roles. And then end of the day, next thing is I'm gonna create 2 user. A user called user 5. Enter, then you'll ask you for password, obviously. Okay, so that'll be good. Next thing is then we're gonna create a user 6, right? Create 2 user for this. Okay, and then last but not least, that's just creating the user. You see, there's a security ACL roles, and then the user. Then you need to bind both of them together. So you need to run this line, which is the last one is a priority. Okay, the last word 1 is a priority. So you bind the user to the allowed IoT thing. Okay, so that's the part 1, and then we're going to create a 6 and enter. Okay, so right, the front part just allows you to run that thing, and then basically you need this whole thing lah. You need to include the user, you need to include your certificate, because remember from the part 2 onwards we are all running on TLS, so whatever it comes with is definitely encrypted end of the day. Okay, for the data communication. Okay, so we're going to have 5 and 6. Okay, and then thereafter, right, I'm going to, as my mouse is here. Okay, so this is the allow all. Okay, so then I'm going to create a allow all. Okay, for 7, user 7, right, so that it will work, because I need to show you from the allow all perspective. Okay, I'm going to copy this one. Okay, I'm going to create another one that is allow all, not just allow IoT lah. So allow all. Allow to publish. Allow to subscribe. Apology, take a bit long, but then we're getting there. Okay, then allow to create another new user, because we have to have a user that actually, a lot of time we don't do that now, but then mouse. Okay, okay, password is password. Okay, last but not least, the bind the user to the allow all first, right? It's always good to have the allow all lah, because 7 and 1 looks the same lah, so that's why you know, I rather use the 7. Okay, so this is the this is the front configuration. Okay, so that's the quick configuration. Next thing is I'll do the configuration first. Of course, all these things can be added later, but then it's good that you plan ahead and think about what you want to do. That's why I can separate into 2. You want to later go and do a removal or whatever, you can do it on the fly. Okay, without the need for just now what I do, all the queue and whatever. You don't see those things or any point from here onwards. You don't need to queue, you don't need to restart the mosquito. That's the beauty about this. So let's do the 7 one. You can, okay, so 7, right, 7. Okay, definitely can go in, right, and then you can do the publish by 7, right, send by unknown, everything 7. Okay, do I receive by user 7? Yes, send by 7. Okay, then I try to can write some 5. Can I do unknown? Wait, okay, 5. Can I do unknown? Published. Okay, unknown, right? Can we do unknown? What do you think? Result? You see, you don't see anything. 5 can only, based on the access rights done here, dynamic one. This one no need to. If you want to change this, you don't need to. You don't need to restart the whole entire. You don't need to queue and then restart, because what's the implication? If you kill it, then you don't know what you're messing with other things inside there, right? So a lot of time what we are doing is it allows you to be very you can think about it, and then you can, without restarting, because we hate to restart end of the day, right? End of the day, someone may be connecting some of your sensor information and then sending over the internet. You kill it, basically they lose some packet already. So you try not to restart the whole machine, right? So next thing is so that's the part that 5 cannot send anything over lah, right? Okay, because 5 can only send to that particular thing only, right? Just now as you mentioned, remember. Okay, so this is dynamic one. So next thing is subscriber again. Can we subscribe? Can we subscribe everything to 5? Let's Control C and clear. Just now was 7. Can we do 5? Enter. Okay, you see, if you try to subscribe, once you are only allowed to go to one particular ACL, you only can subscribe to a certain topic only. Okay, that's the difference between that compared to the step menu one. You can't run this. It sees that you are you only can subscribe to a certain topic, at the system level, you're only allowed to do that. Let's take a look over here. Let's clear screen, and then I'm not sure whether you remember just now what we do. Let me go back to here. Take a look. So this is what the system create. A lot longer, right? A lot longer, because there's a user 5, user 6, user 7. Okay, on the fly, created on the fly. And then not only the admin, ignore the admin portion. The more important thing is the allow all. So you can see there's a allow all. Okay, and then the allow IoT, because of this, all these rights at the background. Okay, that's what I'm showing you here, right? So this is the differences. Okay, so whenever you write it, they will go back and compare to here, and then say, you only can do this. Okay, so that's the key part. So let's do IoT with this subscribe to whatever, right? So can I run this? Paste. It's not pasting. Let's try to paste again. Right click, copy. Let's Control C first. Make sure that it's proper. Paste. Enter. Okay. So see, with this you can connect. See, connect correctly, right? Now next thing, we go to the publisher. This is the last part already. So we will be using user 5. Then we go to user 6. Can we send something over? Right? Send by user 6 using the this. You need to put a exact topic lah. So you can put it in new and then send. Can user 6. You can see you can receive user 6 because of the correct topic end of the day, right? User 6 also can send this, right? Then user 6 can send unknown or not. Just now we tried already. User 5 cannot. Okay, we already tried that, right? So with the other side can receive everything, but they don't receive anything, right? From user 5. So next thing is let's try user 7. Okay, they can send anything unknown, right? User 7. Oops. The undo, right click, copy. Okay, then we're going to do 7, paste. Okay, send user 7. Do we see user 7 here? Nope. Okay, so that's the key portion of the dynamic ACL and the user itself. So this is what this whole chunk on 5, 6, and 7 and part 2 is about for ACL and password handling. Okay, that's all. Thank you very much for watching this video. Do subscribe. Thank you, and bye bye, and see you next time.